Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. Today's video is going to be the biggest myths and misconceptions around VSG weight loss surgery. So I hope you find this information helpful and click the subscribe button if you are new, and let's get into this video. For those that are new here and that do not know, I had VSG surgery almost 3 years ago in Mexico. And since then I have lost and now have maintained a 106 pound weight loss. There is a lot of misconceptions out there about getting the surgery, and just want to put it out there of my point of view, which take it with a grain of salt. It's just my point of view. I'm no doctor. I don't claim to be. Being that I have had the surgery, I have already heard for my own self a lot of comments that have been made, and I'm like, that's not true for me. So myth number 1, sleeve does all the work. That is not true. I say that because yes, it does do a lot of the work for you, because you can only eat like at tops like 4 ounces of food, but it does not do all the work. You have to be the one that makes the right food choices. What is going in your mouth? Are you putting in ice cream and cookies, or are you putting in protein, chicken, or vegetables, you know? So even like the old-fashioned way of eating right, exercising, it still applies. You're just not able to eat the huge amount that you was able to before. So number 2, you can eat whatever you want. There again, goes back to the first one pretty much. Sure, you can eat whatever you want. If you want to gain back a lot of your weight, go right ahead. Like, keep eating all the sweets, all the junk. It will come back eventually. But not necessarily. You can't eat whatever you want. Right after surgery, your stomach is very sensitive and it's brand new, so whenever you do start introducing in solid foods, you have to take it very slow, because for some people there are things that they're not able to eat anymore. At the beginning for me it was steak, and even still almost 3 years out, I'm not that big on steak anymore, which sucks so bad because I love steak, like really bad. I love it, but I just can't eat it really much anymore. Just even the smallest amount, it seems to like just grow in my stomach. And even if I do eat just a tiny bit of the steak, just something about, I guess, the breakdown of that cut of meat, it just swells and it makes my stomach hurt really bad. But as far as being this far out, I am pretty much able to eat whatever I want. And that is where the maintaining your weight loss is where it gets hard, because you know by now what your stomach will and will not allow you to eat. And take it from me, I introduced crappy food and the sweets. I've gave into my sweet tooth quite a few times. If I gained any weight, I only have myself to blame. So now number 3, you have to cut out carbs and fat forever. Not true at all. And even more so for me, like while I was going through my major weight loss, I still ate carbs. A lot of people, they don't do carbs at all. They do completely strictly low carbs, and that may work for them. my body, I feel like I needed the carbs. Give myself some carbs to eat throughout the day with my meals, and then the next morning I would weigh, and if I was up a couple pounds where I didn't want to be, then that day I would like give myself no carbs or very, very low carb. So if I gained a couple of pounds and I didn't like the number that I seen, then that day I would go super low carb, lots of water, and usually that pound or two would be gone the next day. Now at first, sure, you need to go super low carb, not very many carbs while you're trying to lose the weight. But to maintain it in real life situations as you've finished your weight loss, you have to have carbs. I mean, that it gives your body the energy it needs to do what it needs to do through the day. So you have to use carbs. Good carbs though, not cakes and cookies and ice cream, bad stuff, like good stuff. Potatoes, some rice. I do eat some rice. I like to eat those whole grain, like baguette cracker type things. Fat, me, I've kind of, I mean, I wouldn't say I've done keto, but like I've kept fat around. The days that I would do lower carb, I would do higher fat, and it's worked. Almost 3 years out, I've still maintained my weight loss. Number 4, you stop losing weight after 6 months. Not necessarily. It just, to me, it depends on how much weight you need to lose. There's some people that lose weight for years. Some people lose weight slower than others, and that's perfectly fine. It's whatever your body and how your body does it. As long as you're losing, like, who cares, you know? At least you're not gaining. Me, let's see, it was 9 months, I believe, 9-10 months until I lost all the weight that I was gonna lose. And then I just stopped losing. So at that point I was like, okay, well, I guess this is where my body needs to be, wants to be, because it just stopped. And I'm happy where I'm at. I don't need to lose any other weight. I just am now on the maintaining train, and that is the hardest part. I'm going to tell you, that is the hardest part, is maintaining. So no, I don't think you don't stop losing weight just because you're 6 months post-op. If you do stop, I would suggest, like, try finding something to change it up. Like, your body gets used to what it does every day, and it gets used to the same food that you're giving it. And at some point, if you stop losing weight and you still want to lose more, like, figure something out. Just change something up. Maybe go low carb for a couple weeks. Or if you've been low carb, why don't you try putting in some carbs and just see what it does, you know? Like, it doesn't hurt to just tweak things a little bit to figure out what your body is needing and looking for. Okay, number 5. You can magically fix weight loss plateaus. Not necessarily. Sometimes plateaus can be just the stopping point for your weight loss. Other times, like I just said, your body just gets used to what it's doing, and it just gets happy there for a little while. And really, your body needs to kind of plateau some, so that way your skin and different stuff can just have time to level out. Your levels, your vitamin levels, like, if you drop it so fast, your vitamins, everything, all your levels inside that chemically control your body, like, they drop so fast. And so you're going to, like, just be depleted of all your energy, of your nutrition. So, I mean, really, if you plateau, just be chill with that for a little while, you know? Like, just live life, be comfortable where you are at, and your body will pick back up. If it needs to lose more weight, Your sleeve will do its job as long as you are doing your job, because the sleeve is your tool. It does the work as long as you do the work too. It can't do it by itself. So you have to put in it the right stuff for it to do its job. Next myth about VSG surgery is you can stretch your stomach back to pre-op size. No, I don't think you can. My doctor says that it depends on the bogey size, which is the size that they use for the size of your stomach. They have different sizes to allow how much food in. He uses the smallest size bogey that you can use. So that size of a stomach will have the biggest restriction. There's other doctors that use on the bigger end and it will have less restriction. So whenever your new stomach heals and you're at least 1 year out, you do start to notice, hey, I can kind of fit a little bit more. It's not that the fact that your stomach has stretched and it's allowing more food, it's just healed and it's become the size that it's going to become. Now, my doctor says that it will not stretch to pre-surgery size. They take out 3/4 of your stomach. So what you're left with is way less. There's no way to stretch it all the way back out to what it was. You can manipulate it now with putting in, they call them slider foods, like popcorn and chips and those little munchy snack things that you just like keep popping and you don't realize that you've done ate the whole bag. You start putting that stuff in your stomach, it's gonna fit more because you're just mindlessly eating it, and then you don't realize that you've already done consumed that much, and then you think, oh my god, my stomach, it fits all of that. So then weight can try to creep up at that point. And this is the last myth, and I think the biggest misconception about VSG surgery is that it's the easy way out, or that you cheated because you got surgery. You got weight loss surgery. This is the biggest one that just really irks my nerves. Like it really aggravates me because, a lot of people are like, oh, you gotta eat right, you gotta exercise, you gotta do this, do that, and you'll get it. And yes, that is true. And that's still true even if you have weight loss surgery. Like, just because you had weight loss surgery does not mean you can just still eat all the crap you want, sit on your butt all day long, and you're gonna lose 100 pounds. Like, it's not true. It's still hard. You still have to be conscious of what you're putting in your body. You're just not able to eat near as much as what you once was, but you still have to put in the work. No, I did not take the easy way out. And if you are considering surgery to lose the weight finally, you're not taking the easy way out. You are making a good decision for you and your body and your family. Because I've tried it. Sure, I've tried all the stupid fad diets that they had out there. I have also multiple times did the good old fashioned hard work kind of way. Did the workouts, got a personal trainer, like ate all the right foods. I'd lose a little bit and it just would not come off. It was always up and down, up and down. And I hated myself. I hated my body. After 3 kids, 2 of them being a set of twins, like, I just was not happy. So whenever you're not happy with yourself and you're busting your ass all the time, why not try a different option that could alleviate a lot of that for you and to give you the weight loss that you really need for your health. If you've done all that you can do and you're considering the surgery to help you, it's perfectly fine. Like, you're not taking the easy way out. I promise you, it is still hard work. You have to give up some things, and your way of eating and life and all of that does change, but to me it changes for the good. That's just one of my biggest things that people say, and they think that just because you had surgery to lose the weight, that you took the easy way out and you don't struggle anymore. I'm here to tell you, almost 3 years post-op, I struggle. I do. But it's a day-to-day thing. Sometimes I make the wrong food choices and I kick myself in the butt at the end of the day, like, why did you do that? Why did you eat that? Was it worth it? And I go to bed and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna weigh in the morning, and you know, those days that I have bad days, sure, the next day I'm up a pound, I'm up 2 pounds, but I can only get mad at myself because I'm the one that did it. I'm the one that put it in my mouth. So I can't gripe about it. I just make better choices the next day. So that is to me the biggest myths around VSG surgery. Like I said, take it for what you want. And I'm just speaking of myself being almost 3 years post-op from it. I hope you find this information helpful if you are considering VSG surgery. And if you are not a subscriber, please consider pushing the subscribe button and the bell, so that way you can keep up. I have more VSG tips and tricks and what I eat in a day videos coming very soon. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye guys.